Honestly, not really that scary. That happens quite a bit, honestly. Puck ramping off your stick, and this one just blew up. Like my face just blew up right away. So there, I just want to make sure there's no fracture, which there's not. So yeah, got lucky, I guess, on that one.
What's the mood around the team right now?
Good. It's great. We've got a couple days to reset here, and excited for our first real trip, road trip of the year. I think it comes at a good time for us, and excited for to start it off tomorrow night.
Why do you think it's coming at a good time?
Just given where the first 20, however many games have gone, not where we want it to be. So, our road record hasn't been great either. So we, historically, since I've been here, we've been pretty solid on the road. So, like to get back to that this trip, and that's kind of why I'm saying it's a good time for it. And around the guys all the time, and you start winning some games, you start feeling good, you start getting a little momentum behind yourselves.
You've seen enough of Columbus so far this year. I guess you can probably speak to the challenges that they provide. What stands out for you?
Yeah, they got great depth up and down their lineup. Werwinski's a great D-man on the back end that's all over the ice, and like I said, through their lineup, they got a mix of speed and skill, and they're a dangerous team off the rush. So I thought we played them much better last game, obviously, than the first game, but looking to collect two points tomorrow night against them.
How about the way Joe Wall's gone about his business? I know you've talked about him, but
yeah,
he continues to show that you wouldn't think he was ever missing games at any point.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. He's been a very calming presence, I guess, is what the best I can describe with him back there, and I think he's done a very, very good job and been good with the puck and talking to us D-men. So, I've been talking about him quite a bit, and that all speaks true.
Not the first time you've come back from a scary-looking injury. Just wondered, through your career, who's been an inspiration to you as far as defenseman, or really anybody who's been able to take a licking but keep on ticking for them?
I don't know. I just kind of been a part of my DNA, frankly, to stick around, and I wish my face looked a little prettier every now and then. But, my kids are getting used to it, so no, it's just, I don't know. It's a tough sport, but I embrace that part of it, and oftentimes makes you play better. So
Kids have questions when you come home and you got
they're having less and less over the years as they get older. They're starting to get a little bit more used to it. My daughter asked me after this road trip if my face will look normal. I said, I think so. I hope so. Knock on wood. Hopefully there's not a new one on this trip.
We were talking to Simone yesterday, and he wasn't thrilled with where he's at. He feels like it's too passive. How are you feeling about the pair?
I don't know if I agree with him on there. He might be a little hard on himself, in my opinion. I think he's been playing real solid all year. There are a couple of games. Feel like that St. Louis game at home, I thought we were both skating real well, and having two left shots, it allows us to kind of skate forward a little bit more, and getting in technical terms of like surfing across the ice and replacing each other or whatever it may be to continue to have good gaps. And we're both better when we're skating, when we're physical, and the rest of our game kind of takes over after that part is initiated. So I would agree with him that we're both better when we're aggressive and skating, but I wouldn't be too hard on him. I think he's been real solid for us.
What have you seen from OEL as a player?
Another, just super steady, solid. He's got a great stick, and he plays real hard too. He's physical. That's when he's at his best too. I think the recipe's the same for all of us D-men, is when we're skating and we're engaged and we're physical, and we're stopping plays in their D zone and moving that puck up ice and getting up ice ourselves. The rest of our game kind of follows, and that's what the rest of the team needs from us on the back end too. No, me and Benny played a ton of minutes together, so. At the start, probably it was a bit of adjustment, just mainly playing left side the start of this year and last year. But you get back into a little bit of a rhythm. There's certainly some tougher spots that you can find yourself out there in your backhand, but for the most part, I've felt fairly comfortable.